Hi there! Welcome to Indonesia! After jumping into a forest, today we're going to learn about the world's unique celebration, the Saka New Year, or people call it with Nyepi. While the term of New Year usually brings up the idea of lavish celebration, Nyepi offers you an interesting exception. Nyepi is a day with full of silence, introspection, and step back from the worldly activities. Furthermore, there's more to it than meets in the eyes. Bali reveals some traditional and unique traditions that you may not have known existed, which renders these particular moments make it really amazing. Sounds interesting, right? So let's dive in and explore. If you are familiar with India's Hindu celebrations or how people celebrate the New Year, Saka New Year or Nyepi in Bali definitely provides you a sharp contrast. Nyepi recognizes as the start of Saka calendar in Bali, which began with the unusual ritual of inactivities. The term of Nyepi itself coming from the meaning of sepi or sunyi, or if you translate it in English, it means silence and serene. During Nyepi, all of the businesses is closed, even the international airport itself. However, it's only left the hospital as the one business that remain open. On this sacred day, there are 4 core prohibitions that you have to follow because this prohibition carry deep the essential of Nyepi itself. The first one is amati geni, the ban of lights of fire, electricity, or any kind form of lighting, symbolizing the restriction from us from that things that ignite the passion and anger. Secondly, amati lalangwan, a restriction against excessive enjoyment or pleasure activities during Nyepi. Thirdly, amati lalungan, a prohibition on traveling, mandating everyone to stay indoors. Lastly, amati karya, with a 24 hours restriction on all types of labor, including work bans. Nyepi, indeed, a day of total silence. Nyepi embodies a profound of Hindu philosophy in Bali. They are teaching us the values about simplicity, the values of spiritual purity, and also self-reflection. It's a day for us to introspect and reflect ourselves from what we have been done in the past and prepare ourselves to be a better version of us in the year ahead. Moreover, one of Nyepi's primary goals is to purify the universe. Through silence and stillness, it is believed that these special days allows nature itself to take a break and recover from the ceaseless actions of humans. This can be seen by the drastic reduction of electricity usage, which is saving up to 60% compared to regular days, and the near absence of carbon emission from the vehicles for the day. Indeed, Nyepi is a healthy day for the environmental and also for us. Naturally, Nyepi have series of events, which is both meaningful and exciting for me to participate in. Okay, let's talk about days before Nyepi. First up, we have Melasti, a ritual when we are purifying the sacred objects that we believe as a manifestation or belongs to the gods and the goddesses. This custom performed few days before Nyepi. One of my favorite activities happens during Melasti. I absolutely adore the moment when people walk from the temple to the closest source of water, which is here is the beach. Despite the distance, there's a unique communal vibes that feels both sacred and incredibly fun. Next, we have Tauragung Kesanga or Pengerupukan. The purpose of this ritual is to neutralize the bad energy and the evil forces from the earth or the environmental that Balinese called as Buana Agung. This day turns out to be the busiest day before Nyepi. From morning till midday, we engage in ceremonies to cleanse our surroundings from bad aura. As practice, as I said before, called as Buana Agung. Here we can say that we cleanse ourselves and the nature as well. As evening turns into midnight, Ogoh Ogoh Festival steals the show. lining up every cities in Bali. This festival highlights is the sheer euphoria of the music and the universal joy it brings to everyone, young and old alike. We are all there enjoying our moment and having fun with all of our families and relatives. In terms of philosophy, ogoh-ogoh representing the highest evil spirit, which we call it as a butokala. So we parade this ogoh-ogoh. At the end, we set them on fire, showing us driving out the evil forces. Here's the fact that everyone needs to know. All of these ogoh-ogoh were made by bamboo and papers, which showing the incredibly creativity and skill by the Balinese youngsters. They will prepare the ogoh-ogoh around 2 until 4 months before Nyepi. Despite their eventual fairy end, the youth in Bali pour the creativity into crafting this ogoh-ogoh, make each year's creation a sign to behold. It's fascinating to see every village corner showcasing its own masterpiece. Finally, we arrive at the Nyepi Day. My favorite part from Nyepi is the profound peace it brings, when we can have a full day to reflect ourselves. At night, the absence of light pollution unveils a breathtaking skies filled with stars, a once-a-year spectacle in Bali. While Nyepi famously observed in Bali, the concept finds echoes in several Hindu communities beyond its source, such as in Java and Lombok, or even another Hindu communities who stay in other countries. The tradition might be vary, but the spiritual essence surely align universally. And more interestingly as well, even though in Bali, every region have their own tradition on the way how they will celebrate Nyepi. One of the events is the Pandan War that held in Tenganan Karangasem village. This ceremony or ritual involves young men dwelling with tied pandan leaves. It's a tribute to honor ancestors and Dewa Indra, the god of war, celebrated for his victory over a tyrannical gigantic king who oppressed his people. Moreover, this ceremony is a gesture of gratitude for a bountiful harvest. Beyond combat, there's another tradition that imbued with love and festive. It's Omen-Omedan, which held in several villages in Bali, such as Klungkung, Sasetan, Bengkale, and Gianyar. This tradition is indeed a kissing ritual. Yes, you heard it right. This ritual is centered around kissing. This tradition, dating back to the 17th century, is aimed at fostering community ties, maintaining harmony, and building solidarity among villagers. It also serves as a matchmaking event, with many couples meeting for the first time. Lastly, we arrive at the last series event of Nyepi, Yap Ngembak Geni, as a ritual with focus on communal gratitude and sharing. In here, people will seeking for forgiveness by visiting their friends, relatives, or neighborhood. However, for people who stays in Banjar, Belalang district, they have another ritual called as Nyakan Diwang. This is performed a day after Nyepi, seems like Ngembak Geni. Here, people cook rice outdoors, especially along the roadsides, intended for sharing with less fortunate or simply exchange food among neighbors. Alright, so that's all our discussion today about Nyepi, which me personally really love Nyepi Day, where I can have a time to reflect myself and do such a peaceful activities. I tend to do yoga or meditation during Nyepi. So I kinda curious guys, what you guys do during Nyepi? Or if you also really want to know, have something that you're curious about what people really do in Nyepi, or any questions about Nyepi, just drop the comment below. I really want to read all of them. As a people who living in this fast-paced era, having a one day off during Nyepi is a really good thing for us. We have time to slowing down our life, appreciate everything that we have achieved, and also reflect on ourselves, what we have been done in the past. And we can prepare for the next year, what we're gonna do and how would be better. And that's all from us. Thank you for watching. Cheers!